what'd you guys think of the Destiny 2 reveal?
It wasn't a lot.
Anybody?
Corny.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get excited about Destiny 2 because I saw like shades of Phantasy Star Online in Destiny, and but I couldn't get into that. I couldn't get into the original game. I was hoping 2 is the chance, but now I feel like I'm being talked down to or like pandered to, and it's a little strange.
What, with that trailer?
I mean, not like for me personally, like my personality, but it seems like they're trying to just like schlock it up.
Yeah.
Rather than
I'm surprised how far they went in that direction.
It's like they're halfway to Borderlands.
Yeah.
By like playing up and there'll be a loot. Like it's just like, oh fuck you guys. Like that's not supposed to be like Destiny should be better than that.
I'm worried that they're overcorrecting with the stuff because like the first year of Destiny, the shipping product was like so up its own ass in terms of like taking itself very seriously. Like I mean, like I kind of appreciated some of the sort of austere tone in that thing. But it was like so serious. And
they found a good place for levity though later on.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
I think it got to a good place, but this feels like that they just didn't stop.
Taken King was like a good mix of like everything's still very somber. Like we still only have one city left where like humanity is hanging by a thread, but also here's this wisecracking robot that gives you quests. Like that was a good.
And maybe this will still be that because they're kind of fronting like they're going to try to have it both ways with the way this trailer plays.
This just feels like it went all the way over into like Firefly territory, like which of course because they've got freaking Nathan Fillion.
And I have zero interest in that tone.
Yeah, like I don't want that in Destiny necessarily. So
I hope as like a driving force. Like if you have that around the edges or whatever, I think that's fine. But
they might just be speaking to how players behave when they team up, right? And they sort of get excited about this sort of stuff, like rather than what we're going to see in the game. Like
and I think that's maybe then underselling their own story, whatever it is.
That's the thing.
This is their opportunity to kind of like paint the broader picture of like, hey, here's the story we're trying to tell now.
Well, and get beyond the idea that like, yep, it's a sequel for a popular series now, right? Like, make an argument for it just being a great standalone thing, not just the next in the line of Destiny
especially
games.
Like for PC players and stuff like that are going to come to this for the first time in Destiny 2. Like this, you look at this and you're like, why should I? There are a zillion games. Like loot is not a defining characteristic that you can hang your hat on.
I mean, like Bungie makes really fucking good shooters, and they haven't made a PC shooter in a very long time. Yes. So like there are definitely merits to playing Destiny 2. If they fix the stuff that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Is like I'll divorce this from like I am still interested in Destiny 2 just by virtue of I did have an enjoyable time with the first game, by and large.
Yeah.
It was not a perfect game. It had plenty of issues along the way, but I had a good time with it.
Yeah,
overall.
It's interesting they gave you kind of a lore reason why all of your stuff is erased. Like everybody's starting from the beginning.
And like one of the characters. I forget how the line was phrased in the trailer, but like one of the characters like all but flat out says, all your stuff is gone. Like it's almost like he's speaking to you, the player, and saying like none of your stuff's coming over.
And I think that's maybe actually my issue with the trailer is that it's too much use of like they're trying to convey things to players.
Yeah,
there's in the context weird, of like, speaking to in these lore moments.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that other line of just at the end, it's just like, and there'll be a lot of loot.
Yeah, like that's like, lame. That's a dumb. Like I as the player should be getting excited about loot. Me as the guardian trying to save the world has higher fucking stakes involved than new gun.
Yeah,
and trying to split the difference in that trailer, I think they miss on both ends of it.
Yeah.
And I don't think whatever. Like we're debating like the fucking marketing of the game. So
hopefully it is just marketing and not the actual.
It's breaking the fourth wall. The game I don't think is going to be. That
you're
overt.
right. Like Bungie has a style,
but also over the course of Destiny 1, they started selling dances and all this other dumb shit, and so
well, that's just MMO.
Like, exactly.
That's kind of how MMOs go.
But that's that's the thing. Any MMO, eventually you spread it out long enough, the business plan is gonna like at some point they're gonna go, here's some dumb dances for you.
Yeah.
Here's a dumb seasonal event that we crammed into our lore.
Right.
Even though Christmas doesn't exist in this world, we thought you might want everything to be fucking red and green.
Here's a jack-o'-lantern to put on your head.
Every live game does those types of events, and they're always kind of dumb, but you don't lead with them.
I think
this felt like they led with the dumb parts of a live game.
Yeah, the premise of like the tower and the city having fallen and you're kind of on the run, like that's MMO in a good way. That's that's full on like third or fourth. I mean that's Cataclysm, right? That's like the lands that were your home base, like were the kind of the safe area, are now overrun and fucked up.
Yeah,
and now you got to go out and like take some new territory or something like that. That sounds promising. But we need to see the game. and not some cinematic trailers.
Well, they'll show it.
Yeah, May 18th, they're doing a gameplay live stream. They're doing all the stuff they did before.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah, did you not see that? Yeah,
I knew that they were doing gameplay. I was just that okay.
Yeah, they announced.
No,
So about 6 weeks they will be streaming the actual game, so we can see what this damn thing looks like finally. And yeah, they're doing all the same stuff they did with Destiny 1. They've got another Sony exclusive for unique PlayStation content, and also you can buy into a beta this summer right now if you pre-order. They didn't say when this summer.
I think the thing that just like snapped into focus for me was that realization of just like we're talking about dates in May and they're not that far. Like, oh, E3. Oh, fuck. This is all happening. Like we're in it. It wasn't.
Yep.
Like we've been having E3 meetings and stuff like that
E3,
lately. Yeah, I know. And it always felt like this is too early to be having E3 meetings. And now I've just realized, no, this is the exact right time to start having E3 meetings. And I want to die. Oh, it'll be good though. Whatever.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of stuff to announce, hopefully.
This will be an interesting E3. I mean, just because it's a public show as well,
right?
And you have all these companies doing stuff kind of early. Like, is this going to be a more consumer-focused show in itself?
Right. Yeah. I wish that they had more to announce on what the public was going to do at E3 when they made that announcement.
Yeah. Some panels.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like that's yes. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how that thing goes. It'll be weird.
Indeed.